Hi, Dave Forrest here. I'm receiving a lot of messages asking for a demo video for Fright Night. It's not easy to do because, as you know, and as I'm being perfectly upfront about, the method to the effect is multiple outs. So, it will end differently depending on the circumstances. So it's difficult to do a demo video for that. One out in particular is very good, and it's the one that's most often chosen. And I do have some footage of me doing the effect and that out being used, and it is the one concerning the article. So have a look at that little bit of footage now. Have you got one in your mind?
I have, yeah.
Right, here's what I'm going to do. Have you seen all of these movies, by the way?
I think I've seen.
You're at least familiar with them.
Yeah, I think I've seen all of them. Possibly one I haven't seen.
Let me do this. Right, you've got one in your mind now,
Yeah,
right?
I have, yeah.
Now, have another look and let me ask you, do you want to change your mind?
No, I don't think so.
You're going to go with the one that you had in your mind to start with?
Yeah.
Whichever movie you're thinking of, drop your cinema ticket on it now. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me this is Hellraiser there, a classic film. Freddy, A Nightmare on Elm Street, an absolute classic. There's Friday the 13th there, Halloween, Poltergeist. And this is what you went for, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's a classic.
A very, very famous film indeed. It is a classic, of course it is. I'll tell you, is there any particular reason why you chose the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Look, I'm going to tell you something right now, right? I'm going to show you again that ad. Now, I want to show you something, Tim, right? You're not going to believe this, but when I'm talking about influence in movies, I want you to first, can someone please look up the name Gunnar Hansen on their mobile? That's Gunnar Hansen. Can someone do that?
I don't need to, I'll tell you exactly who he is.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Well, Paul's going to tell us who is that.
Leatherface.
That is the actor that played Leatherface in the movie The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But let's look a bit deeper. The title of this website is Movie Buzz, and as I think we can see here, very much a suggestion of a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Let's look at the menu. We can see today extra X-rated art store means nothing, but TEXAS, right underneath an advert for Texaco. Get your motor run. And in the background is actually the DVD cover of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let's go further. Cinema, horror and influence, new starts are worrying. A terrible headline, but it's actually CHAINSAW, chainsaw. Under here, murder and sadism, sex and crime, real effects. Doesn't mean anything except MASSACRE. Massacre.
Yeah.
Gunnar Hansen, of course, the so-called journalist, is actually the actor who played Leatherface. The debate over blah blah blah, if you look down here, TEXAX, Texas, and underneath violence in inverted commas, randomly underlined indie horror. That's exactly what that is. Massacre is underlined, again for no good reason. 70s slasher, also underlined as though it's a link. Most random of all, and why no one notices, I don't know, a massive map of Texas just there hanging out in the background. Pretty weird. And then let's look at the two ads. That's a chain and a saw. Cash for gold there, and I saw a chain, saw. And if we look down here, if we scroll all the way to but there's Texas again and the explicit content. The words are everywhere. You couldn't have chosen anything else. If we scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see it says, this is not a real screenshot. It was designed to make you choose the Texas Chainsaw. So that is the preferred out, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, certainly for me, because, well, you can see why. It appears that you have subliminally implanted that idea in their head because you showed them an article on your phone before you started the effect. There's also double the chance because you can perform
for two spectators subtly. You're directed at one, but a second spectator can be involved, and they can choose one film, and they may choose the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So you get two shots at it each time. And overwhelmingly, I find that that's the one that's chosen, and you get to do the subliminal hidden messages in the ad, which is the preferred ending. That is not to say that there's anything wrong with the other outs. There's not. They're all very direct. It appears that that's exactly what you intended. One of them is you match up the little movie ticket that they've dropped on. It turns out to be one of the movies. They're all very good. One of them is just printed right on the back of the card. You can't get any fairer. Choose one of these. Turn them all over, they're blank. One of them says you will choose this movie. Again, difficult to show you an actual demo, but I hope this goes some way to help. It's a great routine, and it fits right in your pocket, and it's you'll carry it everywhere, and you will love it when they choose the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which in my experience, they mostly do. So there's a little bit of video for you on Fright Night.